Right. Hey there, welcome to Monday Move, where we enhance your asana. Again, sticking with the hip theme, today we are going to watch Frank do his interval training, sprinting back and forth. But getting on the mat, we are going to work on Scandasana or Lateral Lunge. It's a great way to get into the groin, strengthen the quads. Sorry, Frank's distracting me. Oh, he's in one of his moods this morning. But getting back to why we're here, Scandasana, lateral lunge. So great groin opener, inner thigh, but also a great front quad, glute, hamstring strengthener as well, depending on what version that you work with. So let's get on the mat. I'll as I demonstrate the poses, I'll kind of talk through the alignments this time because it's a little bit easier to show and talk through than just to talk about it. So let's come onto our mats. I'm going to give you both of the versions. So the first thing is we're going to just step our feet wide. For the first version, we want all 10 toes pointing to the long edge of our mat. So straight forward, make sure the feet aren't angled out or angled too far in. If anything, you want the heel slightly wider than your pinky toes. All right, you can bring your hands onto your hips, and just like in a squat, we're going to bend our knees, take our hips back, and our chest slightly forward, so that the knees don't pass over the toes. So I'll turn this way real quick to kind of show you. So our feet are nice and wide, and a lot of times people bend their knees and it looks like this. And that's not what we want because we're straining our knees, our ankles. It just doesn't feel right. So instead of pushing your knees forward to squat, we're going to push our hips back to squat. See that difference? Knees forward, hips back. You can get a little bit lower too. Okay, so first things first, knees stay behind your toes, and the hips go back, and the chest leans forward slightly to counterbalance that weight. You want to keep your core engaged so you're not collapsing into your lower back, but you also want to keep your chest broad. So now what we want to do is straighten. I'm going to straighten my left leg and push my hips over to the right into a lateral lunge. So we're not in the center anymore. We're lateral. And then I can take my hands to my thigh, but I like to take them to the ground in front of me or onto blocks in front of me. One thing that people kind of do is they take their chest in the direction that they're moving, and that really takes away from the stretch. So keep your chest in line with your pelvis. So if this feels good and you feel like you can go deeper, here's the second option. So the right toes, I'm going to angle out slightly. I'm going to start to lift my left toes and drop my hips so this knee closes. If you can get your right heel on the ground, awesome, not a requirement, but as your body begins to open up and get a little bit more flexible, the heel to the ground may become an option. In this version, I like to take the inside arm and really help to press my knee out. And then I plant my hand, and then I like to stretch over to the straightened leg to fold to the inside of the post to really tap into my inner thigh. And then I fold. Then I walk my hands back to center. I press into my right foot to lift my hips back to the original variation, and I straighten my legs. Like I said, great strengthener for the bent leg, great opener for the groin and the straight leg. So let's do the second side right away. So hands to hips to start. Again, we're going to squat down, knees back, hips back, chest forward. Shifting our weight over to the left, straightening our right leg. This foot, the toes are still pointing forward, and I'm really working to keep the outside of my foot on the ground. So don't let it pop up. And now here, hands to the ground, chest stays in line with the pelvis. I'm not rounding my back like computer desk pose. I'm pulling my chest forward to keep the spine in neutral. I'm going to deepen into the pose now, so my left toes are going to turn out, my right toes are going to turn up, and I'm going to close my left knee. I'm going to push the left knee out with my left arm and fold and stretch to the inside of the pose. So I'm reaching towards the right. Take a few breaths here. Then to come out, walk your hands back to center. Lift the chest, press into your left foot, ground the right foot, back to the first option, and then straighten the legs and step together. Great, again, great hip opener, inner thigh opener, leg strengthener. So go back, try it a little bit more, incorporate it into your practice. Let me know how you like it. If you have any questions, always know that you can comment below, and I will definitely respond as soon as I notice it. So have a good rest of your day. Go practice Scandasana or lateral lunge, and we will come back next week with a new pose to work on. If you want more information, you can go to my website, katiesleepwellness.com, and see what I'm all about. Have a great rest of your day, a wonderful week. Namaste.